Welcome everybody, welcome to my channel Pegasus, it's time to fly. First of all, Happy New Year. These have been pre-recorded towards the end of 2021, but I'm going to be publishing them just for the new year so that people can really have a close look at what we have coming in for all of us. So before I get to our 2022 and begin, I just wanted to say a couple of things. I think ultimately 2021 has been a year of highs and lows. I mean, speaking personally, it's been a year full of love, full of fun, forming new relationships. And it's been a year of endings and different transformation and that kind of thing. And I think there's been this real collective energy for all of us that coming on the back of 2020, we started January 2021 with we went into a lockdown and there was just this feeling of disconnection. I'm going to be probably mentioning some of that in the readings as we go forward. But I think that disconnection for me is probably a word that might describe how a lot of us have been feeling in this 2021 year. This year has been what we call from numerology a 5 year. Fives can be very challenging, and I have mentioned some of this on some of my posts. So fives can be this idea of climbing the mountain and having things fall in our pathway to make things that little bit more difficult, or to help us learn and grow, which ultimately is what any transformation is seeking for us to do. It has been a bit of a strange one in terms of this disconnection, because I think we started the year where lots of people were working from home, and of course we've now gone back into that towards the end of this year as we close. So there was this feeling of disconnection, and then coming out of it and this idea of unity, celebrations and love, and trying to get back to what we were considering as normal life for all of us, I suppose. And then quickly we fell into that sense of normality again, and now we're being sort of pulled back into this idea of distance. I just sort of wanted to mention that and mention the energy of that, and that, for some it has been a really difficult year. There have been some amazing things that have occurred this year, and sometimes it's good for us to remember that light with that shade as well. And so much hope for us all moving forward as we enter into this new year, which is actually a 6. So what does 6s mean for us then? Well, for me personally, 6 is coming out of a 5. It's this idea of hope and this sense of building something back up that maybe fell away. We're building this stronger, new foundation. And 6s are really prosperous years for love and relationships, any type of relationship. They seek to find calm after the storm of the 5 and present us with more harmonious, cooperative components, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, I will see you in the readings. Thank you. Hello Scorpio, welcome my little ones to your 2022 reading. I love my Scorpios, not just because I am one of them, because I just think as an intuitive energy reader, every astrology sign that I've read for up until now, I do get a real sense of people's energy. And I know that for Scorpio, 2021 has been such a time of shedding old things and experiencing new and lots of change and transformation. So I know it's been a really difficult year for us all. So good things are coming, I know they are. 2022, we're going into this 6th year, and it just there's such a good energy about where we're going. So I'm very excited to do the reading today. I hope you enjoy the readings that I am putting out on my channel. Excuse me. And I hope if you are, that you don't forget to like the video if you've enjoyed the reading. And yeah, just the fact that you're here listening means a lot to me. And I'm doing what I love doing, the reading that I do. I'm also a writer and a healer. So this year has been a year of me starting my business, and I'm just grateful for everything and everyone's support, really. And I get to do what I love. So what's not good about that? So today I have lit my Be Happy candle for you guys, and I'm just going to clear the energy because I have been doing lots of readings, and I'm going to just knock my singing bowl, and those of you who've got headphones in, you might want to take them out, and just to give us a lovely light energy to start our readings. Okay then. Right, so I'm going to start by doing a channeled message for you guys. I've channeled every sign so far, and Spirit are giving distinct messages for you all in order to take forward. And I find them all to be quite inspiring, to be fair. And Scorpio, you know, yours is very exciting too. And very telling, actually. I can definitely resonate with it, and I hope you do too. So basically, the Spirit have told us that we need to relinquish control, surrender, let the universe guide you. In fact, they're asking us to get the hell out of the way. Now, anyone that knows a Scorpio will resonate with that. Sometimes of course, every sign has its shadow sign, and sometimes we can be in our shadow energy and not. But we are quite powerful characters within our sign, and I think we really do strive to push ourselves to be the best we can be. And sometimes that can manifest itself into these elements of perhaps being over controlling of our outcomes. So the universe is saying for us to just get out of the way. You are powerful, and sometimes this can work against you, they're saying. I think we can all relate to that. So Spirit have also said that last year saw many things fall away. And they just are saying that they don't want you to second guess that moving forward, because everything that fell away was part of your journey, and that was how it was meant to be. So even though that may have felt very hurtful and very sad at times for some of us, it was necessary for our journey. Okay, so the direct message: be guided to do what makes you truly happy. The sort of life you seek is already here. It's time to open your eyes. So I spoke in the intro about being grateful for what I do, and I feel like all of us Scorpios are being asked to look at that and ask ourselves the question, I guess, are we doing that? Are we moving towards what best serves us in order to feel this sense of success in our lives, of reaching happiness and peace and that sort of thing? Okay, on to your reading. So before we start that, I'm going to be asking a question. Well, you're going to be asking a question, actually. And if you want to pause the video, I'm going to then shuffle my Angel Answers deck, and it's going to answer something that you would like to be clear on regarding 2021, so that we can kind of acknowledge it, understand the lesson, and then we can move on to our 2022, knowing that we had a bit of clarity on the subject. So if you want to, the card has jumped out, so The answer is there, but if you want to pause the video while you think of the question, then absolutely that's fine. But for those of you that know what your question is, your answer is listen to your intuition. So we're very psychic, intuitive signs as Scorpios, and basically that's saying listen to your gut. So whatever the question was that you were asking, they're asking you to trust your gut instinct. Listen to your gut on this one, because it's telling you all you need to know. Okay. I have extensively shuffled these cards because it just saves time. I do a really thorough shuffle, especially when I'm doing reads for all these astrology groups. But then I know some of you, I will take that one because it wanted to jump. Some of you really like to see the shuffle. It does take quite a long time, so often not. I pre-record them like this now. Okay, so. Okay, cards, please give us clear and lovely messages for our Scorpios. Okay, this is for the month of March, month of April, I know it seems weird what I'm doing, but I'm being guided to pick this pile up in this way, Scorpios. Okay. May, June. July. August. September. October. November. December. Okay. Right. And the underlying deck, which is the theme of the whole year, is your Ten of Swords in reverse. Now this is great news. This is in reverse. So this is this idea of any pain, any heartache, any betrayal, we're going to completely get through it in 2022. We're going to put it behind us. We're going to understand that we don't need the drama of that in our lives anymore. We don't need to play the victim. The betrayal or whatever we felt that this was is well and truly behind us. Okay, so we are moving forward. Great news. Great news. So in the month of January, we have the Moon card in reverse. Now this is the card of Pisces. So water energy. And sometimes the moon can either distort or shine a light on a situation. Because it's in reverse, I feel like there's something not yet been revealed to you. You're not really aware of what has happened in the past. Whatever this scenario is, you know what, we've started with this underlying energy of this Ten of Swords in reverse. So for that Ten of Swords to have been in reverse, it means at some point it was in the upright. And in the upright, that was something very painful for us. Something very painful that we had to overcome. This Pisces energy sometimes can be this very sort of fantastical energy, this very ethereal, light-hearted, this idea of having a really great imagination. That's how I see Piscean energy. So it feels like it's telling us that even though we might not know all the facts and we might feel that we're still slightly trying to search for the information, that we don't really need to take on that energy. The card of adventure within terms of our angels has come out with this card. So adventure isn't about danger, it's about being open to change. So maybe there's things that we don't know that we have decided were negative, actually aren't negative. They're part of the journey and they're part of the process. Moons work in cycles, as we know. And this full moon is this full illumination, this idea that all of these emotions come to one and then they're so full there at brimming and then they kind of come out into the open. So it's like this idea of revealing truths and things coming to the surface. But because it's in reverse, it feels like we're having all these thoughts of what we think might have happened or might have been the situation. And actually we might be completely wrong about that. As psychic a sign as we are, we might be looking on this shadow side and not seeing this beautiful adventure that's in front of us. And this adventure is telling us not to fear the danger in this scenario. So not to look for the negative. So it's telling us to reach for the stars and look for the positive in all our situations in the month of January. So what will be revealed will be revealed. It's not our job to control that. Time has a way of healing us and revealing what we need in divine timing, and I don't think we need to look any much further than that, if I'm honest. Okay, in February we have the Nine of Cups. This is this idea of our dreams coming true, and this came out in the last reading actually for Libra too, but it was much later on in the year. But in February, I think Scorpios, we're going to be feeling pretty pleased with ourselves actually, that we've accomplished something, or we just sit in a better place emotionally and mentally in our lives. These are cups, so these are water, so our fellow element. So this could be a person in Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio coming into our lives. We did have this card of Pisces at the beginning, so this moon card could be potential for somebody of Piscean energy to come into our social circle, but not quite be ready to reveal itself yet. And maybe in the month of February, this 9 is coming to completion and decides to be revealed to us, and we're feeling quite pleased with ourselves actually in this month, I would say. We have the card of family. The angels of family are with you today. So I don't think this could be for a reader out there. This is about your potential family members and something happening which is a really happy time within the family for everybody. A celebration maybe. Maybe somebody got that job that everybody's been hoping they would get, or maybe a couple have come together and announced something beautiful to the rest of the family, and maybe that's something to be excited about. But either way, it's good energy. However, there is another way of reading this card, which Spirit are just showing me. Our family is our sense of belonging. And sometimes we get on with them and sometimes we don't. But that's normal. That's normal family life. Sometimes our families act in loving ways and sometimes they don't. And this family card with this 9 of Cups is saying that you will be showing yourself this unconditional love that you do your family members. You're going to understand something, and it's going to be around this idea of self. This girl or boy, whichever energy you take it in, is sat by themselves, and they know that by unconditionally loving themselves, being balanced, having healthy mindsets, believing in themselves, and clearing any negative or toxicity from their life actually guides them in the right direction. And that's a place to be joyful and to celebrate. So I think February is going to be a really good month for coming into our personal power, Scorpio. Moving to March, we have the 5 of Swords. This can often be tricky, this card. But this is, I don't see that in this energy here, because it's between the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Wands. It feels like in life there are those of us that are givers and there are those of us that are takers. And take that whatever way you want. Ultimately, some of us are carers, and you know, we go through life giving and caring and giving and caring. And some of us in life, you know, go through life making sure that our needs are met and we're our priority and what we need needs to come first. And that's not to say that you're selfish. Sometimes that can be a really healthy mindset to have, to know that you need to love yourself first or care about yourself first before you can show up for other people. And I feel like in the month of March, Scorpio, this is saying that you're showing up for yourself. You're putting yourself first. You're collecting your thoughts. You're honouring your feelings. And those other people that are important in your life that are in the background of this card, it doesn't say that you don't love them and they're not important. It's not like you're turning your back on them. I just get this energy that you are needing to take some time for yourself. Some independent time. Some me time. Those of you that give so much time and are always giving to others, it's going to be a real time for you to put yourself first. Make yourself the priority. And for some of you, this is going to be in relationships as well. This is going to be for those of you that probably have tried to put yourself at the back of the queue in so many scenarios within the context of love or family life. You're going to decide that actually you're going to come first for a while. You're going to identify what your needs are and you're going to communicate them in a really healthy way. And anybody that doesn't like that or isn't willing to listen to your needs and your desires and all the things that make you valid and important in the world, then maybe they're not worth worrying about. If they decide to retreat as a response to that, then maybe they weren't meant to be around long enough to listen. Okay. Can we get an angel card for this Five of Swords for Scorpio? Can we get an angel card? Okay. Well, that's really lovely, and that backs up what we've just said about that Five of Swords. Not often do we see Five of Swords in a good context, but it just shows you with every negative there is also a positive. We've got the card of joy, the angel card of joy. The angels of joy are with you this month. So, in the month of March, your spirit guides and your spirit teams are with you and they want you to be happy, they want you to be healthy, they want you to care for yourself first, in order for other people to respect and care for you in the right way. And then that leads us really lovely into April. And we have the Ace of Wands. So this is this divine gift of passion and desire. And I feel like this is maybe the birth of a new relationship, Scorpio, if you're single. Or maybe it's reigniting passion in an existing relationship, because now that you're loving yourself and putting yourself first, you have more capacity to love other people in your life. And maybe those people around you are seeing that spark of self-worth, which is a really attractive thing, by the way. Somebody that honours their inner self, their inner worth, is highly attractive, I would say. So this Ace of Wands is bringing in perhaps new projects, new experiences, but whatever it is, it's divinely gifted for you. So it's like you deserve it. You're being given this gift. And they really want you to understand that this is because you've really taken on board the lessons from last year. You've got the angel card of lessons. Failure is not the end. Is an opportunity to learn another way. So for anything that you felt fell by the wayside in 2021, or maybe the start of 2022, who knows? Time's fluid for us all. But whatever this was literally died or fell away, or something is being re-sparked, a reignitement. And that doesn't mean somebody old coming back. That could mean a new flame, a new love. That could be a romantic new love, or this could be a new passion that brings a lot of love into your life that you want to commit to, that you want to go for, and that you've understood where you've been in order to get here. It's like the universe is saying, okay, it's a gold star for your achievement in that last lesson. You have truly become evolved. And we are going to reward you for this, what you've become evolved in, this lesson that you've taken on, and we're going to give you this ace. Feels like something that you really desire, or somebody that really desires you, maybe. Either way, it's very exciting. Very exciting. Which then leads us really nicely, on to May. And May we have the Queen of Wands. More passion, more fire. So there's going to be a lot of fire around you, Scorpio. So this is going to be a lot of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And this feels like Scorpionic energy in their power. Scorpios are the sexiest star in the zodiac, didn't you know? And, Pegasus. And literally, you're going to be in your passionate, desirable energy. You're going to be attracting suitors. I feel you're going to have several options as well. It doesn't have to be a she, you could be a he. With this element of the Queen of Wands, kind of, she has a lot of strength and a lot of the gifts that some of the other queens hold. Like she has this sunflower in her hand, which is almost like she carries a bit of the power of the Queen of Earth as well. Plus she has her own fire energy, but she has like this cat that sits at her feet, and this is like intuitive, emotional, astute. She's very emotionally astute, and she has this idea of being in control. Now you could be attracting a fire sign with all of those qualities. Somebody very sexy, somebody very charismatic, powerful. Or you could be embodying that energy after you've been gifted this Ace of Wands. Either way, it's looking pretty exciting. Panacea, your angels know the answers to all of your problems. So it's like the idea that where you've been on this journey, this heartache of this Ten of Swords, it's like your angels have walked the path with you every step of the way. I know for me, for sure, my spirit teams and angels are around me daily, and I communicate with them on a daily basis, and they're around you all the time. So whether that's something that you interact with or not, who knows? But if it's not, just know that you have had this protection around you. They've walked the path. They've known when you've been sad and your heart has been aching and hurting. They know when you've been in this sad energy of loss and despair. And they've just been there to say, there will be light again and there will be love again. And yeah, it's time to just be open to life and living in this fiery present energy. So being present is going to be really important for you in the month of May. So moving into June, we have this King of Cups. Now this can be your energy, because this is the water signs. But if this is a male or a female or partner or somebody coming into your life that's also a water sign, they gave me this intuitive message earlier that actually there could be potential for water signs coming into our space this year. So if you're already married or dating a water sign, so that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, then that's already in your life, and this is just saying that this person is the love of your life and has such depth and commitment and honours you and honours your union. You know, they can be spontaneous as well, this King of Cups, and sexy, and we've got these wands again, but the King of Cups can also be a very sexy card, but the sexiness is more about they know themselves emotionally, and that can also be a very attractive notion, is a man or a woman that knows themselves, is emotionally available, I guess. Yeah, emotionally available character. God knows we would like to meet those ones. There are plenty of the latter. And with that card, you have the Angel of Teamwork. So it feels like this water sign's coming into your life, Scorpio. The Angels of Teamwork are with you today. So I think May and June, actually, I think April, May and June are potential for love and passion for you. And you know what? I don't think it ends there. So let's see. Okay, so moving into July, we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So it feels like wherever you are in this moment in your life, you're meant to be there right now. That's a feeling I get. If it was in the upright, I'd be saying that you'd be moving forward to calmer waters, or you'd be in a better place, or you'd be moving towards a better place. But in reverse, with this card of comfort, your angel card of comfort, says the Angel of Comfort are with you this month. So it feels like you're in a comfortable place in July, Scorpio. I feel like you're in a place of contentment. And it feels like communication is pretty good. It's like you're building a really good foundation for something. Something that's sturdy, something on sturdy ground. Because when it's in the upright, sometimes there's not been that sturdy core energy that's held you tight. It's like you're working towards getting to that place. But in the reverse, I just feel like you are grounded and you are walking on solid land. You're not on water. You're in a more stable, comfortable place in life. And your thinking is a lot calmer. In July, I think your thinking will be a lot calmer, a lot easier. I think you're going to feel more peace. I think you're going to have this idea of contentment and this idea of comfort. So maybe there's more stability in the workplace as well, or and maybe you're seeing yourself in a different place in terms of being able to create more comfort within your life. So this can mean earning more money, creating a better lifestyle, being more balanced, coming into alignment, all of these sorts of things for the month of July. And it feels like wherever you are in your life right now is the right place for you to be. It feels like it's a good place for you to be. And you have the Ace of Cups. So again, divinely guided, a gift from God, a gift of love. This cup overfloweth with love and contentment and joy and beautiful things. All the things that love makes our heart feel. And I suppose we would all express love in a different way. And we all have different styles and languages of love, don't we? But it feels like, Scorpio, the month of August is when love reaches a peak. It's like a peak experience. You know, we started off with connections, then we started off with passion, and now the passion is turned into love. And the cup becomes more and more full and more stable. Our heart becomes in parallel to this. So our heart is open and vulnerable, but full of love. Deep love, by the looks of this. I think you're the only reading actually that had two aces in all the astrology groups. Dear angels, can you give us more scope on this? Oh. So we have two, we'll take the two. We have the card, the Angel of Reading and the Angel of Tenderness. So I feel like you're going to read a message or read a situation in this love, and you're going to understand that this love is full of so much tenderness. It's going to be very open to you. There's not going to be any mind games with this King of Cups, because it feels like it's this energy still coming through into August. When I said this person is emotionally available, it's like what you see is what you get in terms of love. No game playing, no gaslighting, no love bombing, none of that type of thing. It's just real love that offers itself to you and says, you know, I'm a very whole person. I'm coming to you to offer you a full heart, not a half empty one. Okay. So I feel like there's quite a lot of love for Scorpio for 2022. If that Ace of Cups is career orientated, it means you love what you're doing and everything is just coming really good for you from a career perspective or from your life perspective. You feel content and joyful and abundant in those areas of your life, which, you know, when we're happier, it makes us more tender, it makes us kinder, because we're coming from, you know, this place with all of this credit within our heart. So it means we can give more because we have more to give. And that can be from colleagues that we work with, people we collaborate with, and these sorts of things. So we have the card of enthusiasm and success with this Page of Swords for the month of September. It feels like you've mastered something, because this page in the upright is somebody just starting a journey or understanding some mindset or some process. It feels in reverse with the enthusiasm and the success card that you are mastering yourself and you are traveling through the hierarchy. You know, it's taken a lot of work, and there's been this energy of whatever the project was or whatever you were involved with. You were very new to it and very naive. And now you're gaining experience in and learning things and understanding that by being flexible in your mindset or your thought processes, you can change things and come at it with enthusiasm in order to gain success. So this can be male or female also, and this can be air signs. So this could be a younger person, Aquarius, Gemini or Libra, coming into one's life in terms of, if this is in work, this could be somebody younger than you, admiring your work or working with you in some way, or taking part and contributing in what you do in some way or other. Okay, what else message would you like, Spirit? You're trying to give me a Spirit for this Page of Swords. Okay. So there's this idea that you were a student and you were learning lessons about how to do something better. And it feels like, yes, you've mastered something, and now we need to develop it more and move forward. So when you move into the month of October, it's like we're gaining some knowledge in September, and it's like we've started to think about something in a new way. So it's like we've looked from a new perspective and we've understood, okay, so maybe that wasn't working in that respect, so if I just tweak it or I turn it around or I change this up a little bit, we can move forward in a much more enthusiastic and prosperous way. Thank you, Spirit. That makes total sense now, because leading into October we have the Knight of Pentacles. So as I said earlier, the page is the lower court card. The next one up from a page is the Knight, and it's the Knight of Pentacles. So it feels like this Knight of Pentacles has graduated from the page, and they've graduated in terms of their money, their finance, their ability to manifest and create this lifestyle that's going to be really important to them. You're going to be a success in October in something really tangible in your life. So you're going to bring about something really reality based, something material. This could be earnings, this could be coming into some money, this could be taking on a new client, this could be so many things. I feel like this card is trying to tell us. It's telling us as well with the Angel of Peace and the Angel of Change that it's like the worm has turned. It's like you've been waiting, this page in reverse, you've been waiting for something to change, something to just ignite and to kind of light the paper and lead the way. You must be commended though, Scorpio, for this, because whatever this is, it feels like you didn't give up on something and you kept believing in yourself with this sword. This is in your mindset. You kept believing that something was possible, even when it really was quite scary and your levels of faith were tested. But then this Knight of Pentacles comes in with the card of change, and this is just this messenger with this news that change is coming, and this change is going to bring you more peace of mind. So some area in your life, this could be financial, that you just suddenly think, oh, okay, things are going to be okay now, I don't need to worry about that. You know, I believed in it, I really kept trying, and it's starting to pay off. And this makes sense with the Strength card next to this in November. And this lady with this lion is looking directly at this page of this Knight of Pentacles, sorry. It's like they're staring at each other. If I can show you, if I can pick them up. So either this is a young earth energy contributing or coming into your life, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this energy is looking at this Strength, which is the card of Leo, and they're looking at each other. This female energy feels like she might be older, but not necessarily, or this could be male or female. But this lady is extremely powerful. She has gone the distance. She's understood the journey and she's mastered her lessons. She's kept her counsel, held her strength, and by doing so, she's been met with this Knight of Pentacles. And this Knight of Pentacles, also just to mention, is about offering something stable, offering something real, something long term. So this change, whatever it is about long term. It's just whether you decide to receive the message, receive the pentacle. I think you will. I think you'll be mad not to. And then you've got the card of courage. So the Strength card and the Courage card. This Knight of Pentacles, whilst it's this beautiful message and this idea of peace and probably everything you've been waiting for, it took courage to believe in it. It took courage to go the distance and believe that it's possible. Believe that all is possible. Okay, so finally we're going into December and we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Now, how I read this, I'm reading this card that you are needing to take some time for just you. You're needing to be slightly more independent. Or maybe you're overwhelmed with this Knight of Pentacles and this Strength card and the coming together of that, whatever that looks like for you. And maybe you're so overwhelmed with the connection that you just need to slow things down. You know, I don't think you'll rule out the collaboration of whatever that is, whether it's career, finance, or even mindset. Or maybe this is even connection to the world and your friends and the groups around you. It feels like you just need to take a step back, slow things down, and gain your balance. Because I think with the Ace of Cups and the enthusiasm and the Knight of Pentacles, it feels like it's been a bit of an overwhelming time for you. And that, what I mean by being overwhelmed is that it feels like you're overwhelmed by joy, actually, which is the best kind of overwhelmment. But you're overwhelmed by excitement, joy, and this Cups energy and this offer of stability. It's like you're overwhelmed with it. So you know that you're going to potentially turn this around and collaborate. So you're just going to end the year off in understanding the self, being aware of, you know, having the right balance within yourself. With all this courage and strength, you just need to take some time out to be you. And that time out might also be with your family members or the people that love you. But I feel like whatever you do, there's this ancestral guidance. And these could be your loved ones in spirit or ancestors that you've never met from well beyond. And it feels like they knew all this was going to happen. I said that you had these divinely guided lessons here in April, and by December they're still continuing. But it's like this ancestral line knows that you've completed a cycle, and now you're moving forward in a much more positive way. You know what? I had this message that 2022 was going to be this amazingly beautiful year for the sign of Scorpio. But it feels like 2023 is going to be even more powerful. And this year is going to be beautiful, but it's going to be the beautiful beginnings of what is going to become your existence moving forward. And that fills me with much happiness, I have to say, for my lovely Scorpios. And I'll see you out there in 2022. Take care. Yeah.